You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
That boy is mine.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Why are you dressed like that, CJ? What the hell is wrong with you?
CJ, can you do some high knees?
Is that a towel he has tucked in his shorts? Why are we allowing this?
It's a towel.
Why are we allowing this?
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
You want to be where you think the University of Memphis belongs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the next step is?
I think we're positioned, we're ripe for success. And so what I don't want to do is make an intermediate move if it's not going to position us well. And so my job is to make sure when that opportunity presents itself and the circumstance is right, that Memphis is prepared 100% to take advantage of it.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrogCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Friday, September 5th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, we had an NFL game that went on last night. Didn't go my way, but we will talk about what happened as we ended up having to stay up later than expected with the weather delay. In addition to that, we got a big college football weekend ahead. Not a lot of great matchups, but inevitably there will be some crazy stuff happen because we don't expect it to. Vinnie Verno will give you some picks for the weekend as he makes his season debut today. And then we have a full NFL slate. We will get you ready for the weekend ahead. Gary Parrish is going to join us in studio. It's a Friday. It's beautiful out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, bunch of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is a football game that took place last night and a bunch of football games that are coming up this weekend. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandits in your set. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Neckcarb, John Lance, he's Yogi Roser, he's Dr. Thunder, he's John the Polluter. What up? Sorry for your loss. Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadella, Mr. Math, Navajo Joe. The reporter, the photographer, he's Walker 93.
Before I get into trolling your Cowboys, I just want to say...
Trolling?
Yeah, you own one. Shout out to the Memphis women's soccer team. Y'all put in a great value there for last night. I was there. I was one of 2,617 people. Record-breaking attendance at the soccer field. They almost beat Tennessee, bro. They had chances. 15 shots on goal. They were putting pressure on them.
Wow. What, they had Tim Howard in there?
No, bro. Whoever was the goalie at Tennessee, I salute you because you got hands of steel, shorty. Because they were shots flying at her, and she was...
It was 0-0 final.
0-0.
Which
nil-nil.
Okay.
Nil-nil after 90 minutes. Nil-nil after 90 minutes. Sports should never end in ties, but it's
As
fine.
someone who goes to a lot of tied soccer games, I got to tell you, it is the worst.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we drive home, and it's like you didn't lose, but you didn't win, and it's just in a weird spot.
I had a guy show up
Because I don't feel depression. I don't feel excitement. I just feel... unsatisfied.
Yeah,
that's the word.
That's the way I felt. There was a guy there though, Verno, with a Memphis Tennessee polo.
Oh, no.
So he
I saw you post
he probably
that.
went home.
That's nasty.
He was
work.
very confused.
The dual logo polo is nasty
the
work.
Memphis Tiger,
Yeah.
the Tennessee Vol polo. GP.
I know a guy. Tell me if this is wild.
Okay.
I know a guy who has on his body a Mississippi State tattoo and an Ole Miss tattoo.
Oh, he had a pocket.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, he had a pocket.
Do you really?
Say his name so we can go find him.
I know I'm not going to put names on it.
Where are the tattoos?
On like the back of his leg. So like that's how you see him. Like, you know, he's just walking around, you're standing behind him, and it's like there's the Ole Miss tattoo.
There's my guy right
and there's
there.
The
Look at this. Look at this
guy. This guy, man.
That's a tough deal. But like, so what would be the justification for that? Maybe you have one kid at one school, one kid at the other?
I asked him. He said, I just made this shirt for the game.
I think
Imagine just making a shirt for a women's soccer game.
He said, I made this myself, and I was like, all right.
I got to be honest with you.
I got to get some more free time.
I would tell you this. Most of my buddies that are huge Tennessee fans, of which I have many from living here for so many years, are Memphis basketball fans.
Yeah.
So that would be the justification.
Yeah.
It is they and it's not like they don't root for Tennessee basketball, but they grew up in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
They have always been Tennessee football fans, right? Like our age group.
Yes.
Tennessee football was amazing. Memphis football was horrendous.
Like nothing.
Memphis basketball was awesome and Tennessee basketball was nothing. And so that's how that happened. And that is very, very common in this city to have a lot of people that love Tennessee football and love Memphis basketball.
I wasn't like that. I love Memphis basketball, and I don't even think I had any feelings about Memphis football.
Right.
Like growing up in that era of Memphis football, you didn't even have feelings about it. It was just a thing that existed, but nobody cared.
Right.
This wasn't true for me, but it was true for, to your point, a lot of my friends. Growing up in DeSoto County, this was a normal thing. I love Ole Miss football and Memphis basketball.
Yes.
I love Mississippi State football and Memphis basketball. I love Tennessee football and Memphis basketball. I think that's less true now. I think if you love Mississippi State football now, you also, if you care about college basketball, you love Mississippi State basketball and Ole Miss basketball. I think that's less true, but there was a time, 80s and 90s.
It's our age group.
Yes.
It's anybody in their 40s.
Yeah.
Right? Because the 90s was Tennessee football was great and Memphis basketball was great.
Yeah.
And if you lived in Memphis, you were caught up in that. But you were never caught up in football here. Like, I mean, they had Peyton Manning and they had T. Martin and they had Heath Schuler before that. I mean, like, Tennessee football was great.
It was cracking.
Great.
I mean,
there's websites feels like 96.
Yeah,
98,
you know what I mean?
98,
Feels like 98. I'm sorry. Feels like 98.
No, that was a normal thing. So perhaps like I think it's less true now. But like for me, I don't have tattoos or whatever, but I would have no reservations about showing up in a Memphis shirt someplace and an Ole Miss shirt somewhere else. Like my wife's an Ole Miss grad.
Yeah.
My oldest son went to Ole Miss. Like I don't have that sort of those lines drawn anymore.
The issue is when you start putting them together. GP.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear that.
Yeah,
shirt,
when you start
I don't
remixing
think.
and start putting them together. That's
And
when
I
you
don't
gotta-
know that I would get both the tattoos.
We got to throw the flag. That's a little out of pocket.
Should I
bro.
ask? Should I? Because I don't know why. Why do you have a Mississippi State tattoo and an Ole Miss tattoo?
You should ask.
Should
bro.
I ask?
You should
I
ask
mean,
him,
it's
yes.
alcoholism.
Yes, clearly.
I mean,
I was with a Mississippi State girl
if you
one
want
night.
the answer,
I was
I
drunk.
can just go ahead and tell
Yeah,
you.
he was like-
I was drunk.
Yeah. There's no way somebody does that sober.
Well, I was having thoughts like, okay, maybe
Lost bet, possibly.
Lost bet
Yes.
is popped up in my head. I really did put thought into this.
Yes.
Lost bet came up. Maybe one parent went here, one parent went there. Maybe you went to both.
Yep.
Maybe undergrad at Ole Miss, grad school at Mississippi State. I don't know. I'll find out. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I ain't no Pablo
Well, just go-
Torre,
Yeah,
but I
Pablo
can think
Torre.
I can get to the bottom of this.
Okay, before I get into the Cowboy stuff, let me just mention very quickly. I watched. I got up early and saw that he had posted his interview with Mark Cuban, and I watched the whole thing this morning because Cuban kind of popped off at him and is reporting online and. I was left. I will say I was very fascinated by what Cuban would say about this, and I do think that there was a part of me that had. I think it's very easy to say, "Oh, a billionaire is defending a billionaire," right? And I just think that there are some times where I can't think the way somebody like he thinks because I don't have any of those same life experiences of being somebody in that kind of position, right? And so I think in Mark Cuban's mind, a lot of things can happen, and of course this would be his excuse for many things that happened with the Mavericks, right? Over time and the scandals that they had. A lot of things can happen. Yes, even with people I invest a ton of money with, a lot of things can happen that I would not know about, right? And to the logic and the logical person, and especially with Pablo and his paper trail. I mean, to me, Pablo's thing is so airtight with all of the, where you really have to suspend disbelief, right? In a lot of ways in order to think. But someone like Mark Cuban can. Right? In a way that we can't suspend disbelief because you go, come on, right? It's right there. I mean, come on. How would he not know? And I think his brain works like there's a way to not know. Like, I've been scammed too. I've invested with people that scam me. You see, I think there's a lot of situations. One of the things he even brought up, he's like, some of the best investors of the world were all invested in Bernie Madoff. And there's all kinds of people that worked for Bernie Madoff, and they all kept it quiet. And there's a lot of times where people can get scammed and pyramid schemes can happen. And in the end, you go, how could everybody not know? This guy was getting this money. He's getting you a 15% return or whatever. And he just scammed everybody, right? Even including the smartest people, the best investors.
The Mets owners lost their wealth with Bernie Madoff.
And you wouldn't say he's a dummy.
I mean, they own a
Right.
professional franchise. You know?
Right.
Like, yeah, I don't think they're dumb
So
people.
I do think that was the one interesting thing about listening to him. Now, I will say, on the Ballmer front, I did watch his interview with Ramona Shelburne, and on that one, I was like, all right, bro, like, I don't know if this interview is doing you good. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm
reminded
saying?
me of
I don't know
old-
if this interview is doing you
Yeah.
any good. Because in the end, you have to get to, why did they give him this
That's
money?
Why? You got to get back to that question.
Why?
You can explain to me all day long how people get scammed, even
Yes.
smart people get scammed. It is very believable to me that Steve Ballmer could get scammed. Of course.
Yes.
All right. But we're always going to get back to the central question.
Right.
Why was this company giving Kawhi Leonard $28 million? It makes no sense until you have an explanation for that.
Well, because Pablo has a explanation for it.
You see
right?
Pablo- you see Pablo's tweet last night?
His explanation is people that worked there told me
Yes.
this is what the money's for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so unless you have an explanation. Now, I think Cuban would say there's a lot of deals that go on like this, and it is for
Find me one more like
It is
that.
access to the player, right?
Find me one more deal
and,
like that.
and the worst one is, where evidently, like, Pablo was ready for this one. Because one of the things he brought up, I did not even remember this. But Steve Ballmer got fined $250,000. He did not get to circumvent the cap, but because he was going to.
Yeah.
Because he tried to set up DeAndre Jordan with a Lexus deal.
Yeah.
And he got fined for doing it. And he's like, so the same guy that
Yeah.
once, like, you can say this guy knows better. Like, he for sure didn't.
Did anybody ask him why was it in cash?
I know.
Yeah, like just when
Like, why was
I
it?
know,
You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? Like, if it wasn't Fugazi, why the hell was it in cash?
Like that's the thing. Like, and Pablo's incredible, obviously, but like that's one where when Mark Cuban, and forgive me, haven't listened to this podcast, so I may be speaking out of turn here. But when Mark Cuban says deals like that are they're all over the place and it's for access to the player, I say, okay, Mark, let's stop here for a second. Can you name me another deal like that?
Yeah.
If they're all over the place, just give me three.
Yeah.
Give me a deal where somebody got
So I'm
$28 million
saying.
to do absolutely nothing.
to do absolutely
I don't think those exist.
In cash.
It's a massive story. It's a
That's
massive
called-
story.
Yeah, no show jobs. That's organized crime stuff.
It
Like-
looks. Here's where I think it all settles. I think it will always look the way it looks, and it is what it is. But there might be enough plausible deniability for Ballmer to, get
Well,
out
there's
of it
also
with minimal damage.
there's also this 2019 or 2021, 2019, I believe it was, article from The Athletic about Uncle Dennis going around and asking everybody for extra stuff, including Jeannie Buss.
Yes.
And Jeannie Buss like, no, I can't do that.
I had heard.
Uncle Dennis was like, he's unbelievable.
I remember being, I think it was Vegas maybe, when all this went down. I just remember being around NBA people. I had no insight into this, but I remember NBA people we're at a dinner or something, and they were just like talking like, yeah, and have you heard about this, and you heard this? And that was it was like, you wouldn't believe what the uncle's asking for.
Oh, yeah.
And they have had to consistently tell the uncle, that's not allowed.
Right.
That we can't do that. I had even heard at one point the uncle was asking, like, part of signing with the Clippers was like, we want Kawhi to have access to the UCLA gym whenever he wants it. And they went to UCLA, and UCLA was like, that's for UCLA players. Like, we just don't do this. What are you doing? And it was private planes. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted access to private planes. A house is being reported. They wanted a house, and they just had to keep telling this guy.
I guess they found 20 more million?
That's what I said. Pablo tweeted last night. He tweeted right after the interview aired. He said, "Hi, PTFO cannot confirm Aspire gave Kawhi a secret $20 million side deal. Combined with Kawhi's secret
$48 million.
He said, combined with Kawhi's secret $28 million no-show endorsement, that's $48 million. They previously reported that Steve Ballmer's personal aspiration investment was $50 million.
Yeah, right.
So 48 of that 50 went to Kawhi.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, it is
like,
what
come
it
on,
is.
bro. Like, respectfully, like, come on, bro.
Respectful.
And even
Come
Ballmer
on,
last
bro.
night with Ramona was like, I introduced him, and then I got out of it. And that's the way this stuff works. Like, hey, I'm going to put
we
you...
introduce sponsors to
I mean, this is
players.
what happened at the collegiate level forever.
Yep.
And it would be...
I introduced you to a booster.
Yes. The third assistant on staff would be like, I'm going to connect you with so-and-so. He's going to reach out to you. And then they'd go have drinks at the bar at Folks Folly.
Yep.
and the deal would go down right there. And the basketball, I'm not implying
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but like this is the way it happened all over the country.
But that is a super specific thing that did happen.
I'm just saying, and then the coach, if you ever asked him about it, it'd be like, well, I mean, I introduced him, just, I connected him. But I don't know whatever happened after that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
That's the way. That's what this is.
It is like
that's
college.
What this is. Yeah.
I mean, in fact, at one point, Pablo brings up to Mark Cuban about the SEC, and Mark Cuban's like, "Well, yeah, the SEC is going to be obviously like the SEC is going to be all over this." And Pablo's like, "No, the Southeastern Conference."
Yeah.
All right. So regarding last night's football, I did watch that this morning. I would encourage people to watch it because it's a really spirited discussion between the two. And I do think it gives you insight to the kind of way an owner would think, especially this is, and they are very like each other in terms of mega competitive, both obviously wanting to be on the cutting edge, thinking about things fans first in many occasions, optimization, all the kinds of stuff that, they do. I think that he looks at it through the prism of this could happen to me, and I don't believe that. And the other thing is, now one thing I will say that Cuban was smart about was, you don't think he would just make this go away? And that is a reasonable argument from a billionaire, right? You don't think he would make this go away?
But every billionaire who's ever gotten in trouble,
I know,
you can say, well,
that's right.
If they'd have just done this,
yeah, right.
And it's just but people there was probably a way. I'm not trying to bring politics into it, but there's probably a way for President Trump to get the Stormy Daniels thing to go away in a way different than the one
he tried.
Yeah, right. But
that was the case.
Yeah, but it ends up it's well, now you got these documents and you involved this guy and now he's testifying against you. Couldn't you have been smarter than that? Well, smart people, rich people.
Well, he thought he was being smart.
I know, right?
He didn't think Michael Cohen was ever going to turn on him.
Every billionaire who has ever gotten in trouble, there's a place where you go, well, what do you do that for?
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
Get too loosey-goosey, as Josh Passion was saying.
Yeah, and so this is just another example of that, probably.
I think you, Devin Walker, maybe less of you, want me to be depressed today, but I'm not. I'm not.
You have no reason to be.
I'm not depressed at all, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not depressed.
Your team's 0-1.
That's fine. But look, it's very, very, in fact, more than likely, all three of us are going to be losers together on Monday.
Do that.
Yes, you're playing the Bills and you're playing the Seahawks without your running back and your best receiver.
Oh, well, no, his team's winning.
Huh?
Thank you, Roser.
Why?
Because they're better than Buffalo. I'll stand on that. Baltimore wins by double digits.
Oh,
God. Roser,
Baltimore
you
wins by
hear
double
that?
digits.
Okay, go ahead, Bucko. Go ahead. Tell me why you're not depressed.
Okay, here's the reasons I'm not depressed. All right,
and we're beating Seattle. Screw that, man. Get out of here. We're whooping their ass on Sunday.
Let's go.
Get Sam Darnold out of here.
Let's go.
Ricky P. Ricky P.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Okay. You got that McCaffrey news last night.
I don't care.
I got it too.
That's why we got Brian Robinson.
You didn't even make it to week one.
If I didn't tell you enough yesterday, I'll tell you again.
You didn't even.
We got two guys who got shot.
Okay.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because he feels like it's a badge of honor.
Because we're built for it.
It just means they're bad. They put themselves in terrible situations.
We are built. And Ricky Pierce, all he did was walk around the streets of San Francisco, which
you don't know. He might have said something smart to that guy.
I don't know. It might be bad. Seems to be a bad decision. People have been to San
autograph
Francisco.
signing.
He was just walking around San Francisco.
I don't know what happened with Brian.
Try to rob him.
Yeah, they tried to get a watch.
Try to rob him.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. The game was crazy. Okay, number one, Jalen Carter getting thrown out before first down was bananas. Okay,
yeah, he got
that was crazy.
He got
The second thing that was crazy was obviously we're right in the middle of a great football game, and then it gets stopped for an hour in the middle of it. I would say that's when we left my dad's house. We didn't make it to that. We were like, we're just going to go. Yeah, it's because it's going to be an hour.
Yeah.
We're going to be sitting around for an hour, and we got to wait until the game comes back on. And then obviously my son has school in the morning, but we did make it to the end of the game. The reason I'm not that depressed, I had very low expectations, as you guys know. Number one, the coach, as far as it looked, they were extremely well coached last night, right? They hardly ever punted. He didn't do anything wrong. They executed perfect at the end of the first half. They took the timeouts that you're supposed to. Like all the goofy stuff that a lot of times I've been bitching about for years when I've been used to watching Jason Garrett and then Mike McCarthy. It's like everything was clean on the coaching side, right? Like, I mean, I thought they were well prepared. They didn't take a bunch of dumb penalties. Like, he gets a great grade as far as I'm concerned. Miles Sanders fumbled. CeeDee Lamb dropped 4 passes, one of which stopped one of the only drives that got stopped.
Unfortunately for you, that's kind of what CeeDee Lamb does.
He's most drops since
2020 in the NFL. Led the NFL in drops last year too. I mean, it's kind of what CeeDee does.
Okay, it might be what he does.
There we go. We call them Butterfingers, baby.
I did a Twitter search on CeeDee Lamb last night. That was my nighttime reading. I do that. I watch people struggle, then I do Twitter searches.
All right, here's what I got to laugh. Also, not totally fair, right? Not totally fair because he gets targeted infinitely more than any of the bum receivers you guys root for. So, or anybody you want to mention. Like, that has to be great. Yes, he has dropped a lot more, but it has to be percentage of.
I need to know percentage of drops.
Right.
Because
that's
just for you. Hit me with raw data.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's not fair. That's like saying, oh, well, Aaron Judge has more strikeouts than Bummy McBum. Well, yeah, that's because Aaron Judge plays every day, and Aaron Judge gets 4 at-bats every game.
Do you realize Steph Curry missed more shots than Scottie Pippen Jr.
last year? Okay.
Do you realize that?
So get your so you guys,
you're not going to trick us with your little numbers.
You like to pull bogus Twitter things
that's
and then
not bogus. That's real.
Bogus.
I love CeeDee Lamb, but it's real.
It's misleading.
It is real, but it is misleading.
It's misleading.
It's not fair if you get targeted 175 times a year.
Your job is to catch a football.
He catches it more than anyone.
Your job is to catch a football.
We don't.
Jamar Chase caught it more than anyone last year.
Now do receptions since 2000.
We don't
do that one.
We don't count how many free throws Steph Curry misses.
Surprise!
We
the guy
count
that has the
percentage
most catches has the most drops.
that he makes.
Surprise! Surprise!
A wise man once told me, if it hits you in your hands, you got to catch it.
Oh, you should know. You're a Mark Andrews guy.
Exactly.
All right, that being said.
I'm just saying.
You lost in the playoffs.
At least we made it.
Okay.
At least we made it.
Go ahead. How many catches, Roser?
It's
Devontae Adams since 2020.
Since 2020. And where does he rank in terms of drops?
Probably pretty high.
Hey, it's
turns
fine.
Dumbasses.
Turns out the ball's
like
Devin,
if you get it thrown to you all the time, you're gonna drop it.
If I threw Devin 50 balls and then threw Roser 2, Devin would drop more than Roser.
All them catches just to be 0-1. That's all I gotta say.
So
Continue though.
Here's what I'll say.
Continue.
They played the defending Super Bowl champs, by the way.
On the road.
Low penalties. Expectations were low. Thank you, Gary.
I just decided to become a sidekick.
The running back looked awesome.
Because Jalen Carter was gone.
And he had a lot of juice. If
he was faster, you may have won that football game.
No.
He got chased down by a linebacker.
Miles Sanders was the one that cost us. The other, Javonte Williams was fantastic.
He got chased down.
Offensive line was great. I understand that Jalen Carter was out, but for the most part, they kept that clean, and they ran the ball down their throat. The other thing, defense, it stinks, but the corners, A.J. Brown didn't have a catch until the very end of the game. Devontae Smith didn't do nothing. And Jalen Hurts threw the ball downfield one time the whole game. The rest of it was just a bunch of dink and dunk stuff to Dallas Goedert all night.
Because he's
just
limited.
a bunch of dink and dunkers.
Limited.
And then, so the corners were good. And then obviously Dak looked awesome. Dak put it on the button over and over again. The only one he missed was the Jake Ferguson one in the end zone that hit the guy in the helmet, which he hit the guy in the back of the head. So that guy wasn't even turned around.
Respect for Dakota Rain.
He was great.
Dakota Rain was great last night.
Oh, my God.
I got mad respect for Dakota Rain.
He kept putting it on. He kept putting it on him. CD's got to catch the
dot
ball.
in the end zone, I was like, whoo, hold on now. I know you had that in your bag.
And Pickens was fine except for the stupid penalty.
And he didn't want to block anybody on any run plays.
I mean...
They've already pulled the footage. You see it?
Dude.
They pulled the footage for every run play. He was just like, he would walk and be like.
Did you see, hold on, I got to find, I don't want to misquote him. Did you see my buddy Kevin Clark posted last night during the game this old interview he had done with George Pickens. And this was after he doesn't get the ball, right? This is the play in the red zone. Mm-hmm. And then he grabs the guy around the neck and throws him down, right? Just like, what are you doing, you maniac? And he pulls this old quote. Kevin Clark's like, it reminds me of this quote that when I interviewed George Pickens years ago. And he said, every time, this is George Pickens. This is what I'm dealing with this season. Every time I get out on the field, I do kind of play angry because I actually get the ball every play. And if you just look at the size and the frame, if I was the coach, I'd just throw to him every time. But that's not how the NFL works. So every time I'm out there, that's why I throw the blocks. I love getting the ball. And when I'm not getting the ball, I play angry, so the attention goes back on me. I basically draw attention to myself.
Yeah, he's wild, bro. He a real crash out, for real. Certified crash out playing football.
He's like, oh, I didn't get the ball? Okay, everybody's going to pay attention to George Pickens.
So
I didn't get the ball, man.
So that's why he doesn't do anything on run plays.
I mean,
if he does, he's going to crash out.
I don't know. But then we had the lightning delay, and everything got weird afterwards. I also thought that they made good adjustments at halftime. Again, I thought they looked well coached. Like, I didn't walk out of that game disappointed in terms of the way the team looked. I went, like, they should have won. Yeah. They should have won. They left so much out there. The Miles Sanders fumble was terrible. The CeeDee Lamb drop was terrible. But, I mean, they should have won that game. And they lost by 4 to the Eagles, who everybody thinks is amazing.
They also
which is it? Are the Eagles amazing?
Oh, see,
I
knew this.
Which is it?
I knew this was coming.
No, you got to make a choice.
I knew this was coming.
You got to make a choice.
They lost their best defender on the first play.
Make a choice.
It's time for you to make a choice.
Make a choice.
They're cold. The Eagles
are they
cold.
amazing? They are. Oh, then the Cowboys are too.
No, you don't get to do this.
What did you watch?
Based on what I saw last night.
What did you watch? What did you see, Gary? What did you see?
Not Gary.
What did you see, Gary?
Then the Cowboys are just slightly less amazing.
Right? Slightly less amazing. And in fact, should
last night.
have won the game. Anybody with a brain could see.
Also amazing, but just slightly less.
They had to have a lightning strike to save them.
Lightning strike saved the Eagles last night.
Yes, they had to bring Mother Nature herself.
All the momentum.
They had to bring Mother Nature
Stop overrating
herself to Lincoln
Jalen Carter.
Financial.
Stop overrating him.
Your own quarterback says he's one of the best defensive tackles in the league.
Jalen Carter's awesome.
He is great.
There's no overrating him. Y'all ran the ball right down the middle.
It should go the other way. If you guys had any kind of defensive line.
Kenny Clark.
Y'all they had 3 rushing touchdowns.
If y'all had, your best player.
I got it. If we're being fair, he wouldn't have stopped Saquon Barkley, number 1. Number 2, when they posted at the beginning of the game, they do the stupid player introductions.
Yeah. Which,
by the way, George Pickens said he went to Drip University.
Shout out to him, bro.
Big Drip.
Dude.
Hey,
I love it. That's what I would have said.
Certified crash out.
That's what I would do.
Drip University.
Was that what you would say?
He said
I mean, I wouldn't have thought of it.
He said George Pickens, Drip University.
But if you would have suggested it to me, I'd have said, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
William looked over at me like, come on.
I love it.
Drip University.
I want to go to Drip University.
I know. I do too.
Y'all both do.
Anyways, look. They do the whole introductions, right? So they're like Jalen Hurts, Alabama, Saquon Barkley, Penn State, right? And so then they do like the offensive line, which nobody ever knows the names, except everybody knows basically the names of the Eagles offensive linemen, except for Jason Kelsey, who's now a podcaster. But the rest of them, they've been around. And so on this version of Thursday Night Football, because it's on NBC, just like Sunday Night Football is, if you notice, they put all the Pro Football Focus grades up on it, so it'll say like 1 out of 39 or 2 out of 39, right? Like for their, where they are. Bro, when they posted their offensive linemen, it was like ranked number 1 out of 38, ranked number 1 out of 38, ranked number 2 out of 30. I was like, jeez.
They used to be y'all. They used to be y'all.
It's not
No, their offensive line
not that far away.
Yeah, they used to be y'all back in the
3 Tylers showed up last night.
They did. They blocked.
Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith.
Yeah, they were blocking their ass off.
Yeah, they did. The Cowboys did very well, I thought. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. Way better.
Look,
sorry.
We are in the season.
Sorry for the hope.
We are in the season of moral victories.
Sorry for the hope.
This man's more victory.
I mean, you saw what
y'all played with Dak hooped. I don't know. Dakota Rain played. When he got a pocket,
should have had way more yards.
When he got a pocket, Dakota Rain
they dropped the ball.
Now, he threw a couple that were like, oh, man.
Sometimes you just get stopped. They never stopped the Cowboys.
Yeah, the quarter rate was
No.
I think we punted one time.
That is
the whole game.
That is what showed with the Eagles. They were down 5. They're missing 5 starters from defense from last year. They lost 5 starters. And then Carter got thrown out before they ever played a snap. So they're down literally over half their starters on defense from last year.
Buddy on that corner, is it Dory Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Also a weird game. Weird game. A weird game.
It was
with the
weird
way
game.
it all played out. With the Carter thing at the beginning, the lightning in the middle. Like, it was...
Dak flirted with disaster a couple. He threw a couple picks.
A
couple of passes that were like, oh, man.
Did he ever?
Anyway, but he's going to do that. Like, it's just...
Sorry for not being depressed.
You shouldn't be depressed.
Sorry for not being depressed.
Like I said, we are in the age of Cowboy more victories.
That's not true.
0-1.
Did you expect them to beat the Eagles? By the way, everybody that bet against the Cowboys last night lost. So congrats to them. Congrats to all the losers.
You keep saying 0-1, but 1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
That's 1-0 in the one that matters.
In
the one that matters.
1-0 ATS.
Doesn't
1-0 ATS.
I don't know we're going to shot quality of the football score.
Did anybody have that marked up as a win?
You tell me.
Talk to me when they lose a game they're not supposed to.
That's your team.
You're supposed to lose at the Eagles.
I'm sorry that our Cowboys had to open against the
Our Cowboys is insane.
on the road.
Where did they become your Cowboys?
That's right.
11 minutes ago.
11 minutes ago when I needed him.
I am sorry
That's a friend.
that our Cowboys had to open on the road against the reigning Super Bowl champs.
All right. Hey, so Gary, before I get you out of here, I got to ask you about the Calipari stuff. Yeah. So I think one of the things about not only Calipari coming in town earlier this week, but then you having him on, and I watched the interview, is, and I don't know what kind of feedback you got. I heard you saying, like, some of the things you wrote, some of the people like on Facebook that responded to you from your article, whatever. I think the passion about the subject is just all dissipated. I don't think that people care, like, and I know you guys mentioned, like, if it would have been more fresh, if he still would have been at Kentucky. Yeah. It's just so many years has passed. And the one thing I will disagree with you in is about the whole, like, I never blamed him for leaving and whatever else. And, people are silly for, you went on your whole, people are silly for. I would just say I have always viewed that as a relationship, right? And so, okay, fine. I understand why he left for the hotter, richer chick. Right. But it still makes me feel horrible, and I still hate his guts for it, right? You are the wife that got left, and he left you with literally nothing and burned your house to the ground. Mm-hmm. And, there's always going to be But after he moves on, and then that hot, rich wife turns on him and is like, nope, you get out of here. Yeah. Now you're kind of, all right. Like, what I mean? You kind of got your karma too, and so everything's fine.
I do think the way it ended at Kentucky makes it easier for Memphians to...
I think this would have always gone bad if he was the coach of Kentucky.
I think him not being at Kentucky is perhaps the biggest reason we can do this now. I acknowledge that everything you just said is the way a lot of people feel. I know that that's a real feeling.
Because you care about the team just like you would care about your relationship. If she leaves you, it hurts.
I got all that. I just think it's a bad comparison. Now, let me be clear. I think that people do use that, and that is how they feel. Yeah. I don't think you should think of it as your wife because, let's just for the sake of the conversation, you're happily married, you've got a beautiful family, and some beautiful woman comes and approaches you and says, hey, I would like you. If you came to me, I'd be like, you're making a mistake. You don't just because this is a more beautiful, no, you're making a mistake. That's what I would tell you. You're not supposed to just leave the next great.
How hot?
Okay. Let me send you some pictures.
We're talking about, there's levels to it, GP.
You're trying to act like, come on. That's not.
You're not supposed to.
There is a scenario. Okay. Where a guy would leave his wife and you would go, I understand.
Maybe 25-year-old me, but certainly not 48-year-old me.
Well, we're all, come on, still 25 at heart.
Low key.
Okay, that's not the point. The point is, rather than thinking
none of us are going anywhere, and we didn't want him to go anywhere.
The point of it is, I don't think it's proper to think about it as a relationship.
Why?
Because in a relationship, you are not supposed to be, in this relationship, is doing it as well as you can do it, but man, if somebody ever offers me a better opportunity, I'm jumping as soon as I can. That's not the way you're supposed to think of a relationship, but that is the way you're supposed to think of, you ready? A job. a career. It is the way we all think about our careers. And I have always looked at coaches as that is their job. John Calipari did not grow up here. He did not go to school here. He lived in Memphis for 9 years because when he was getting back into college basketball, it was quite literally the best job available in his mind. It came down to Missouri and Memphis, and at the time they believed Memphis was the better.
But if we're going to, we don't have to do this whole thing, but if we go back in time, he was saying all the things.
Because that's what people say.
I got it. But I mean, anything I want to do, I can do in Memphis. It's not about the money.
Yeah.
I want to be here. I want to, you know what I mean? And so that's what, it's kind of like the old Tommy Tuberville, they had to take me away in a pine box when he went to Auburn. It's like, bro, you don't have to say all that.
I am confident if he could.
And some guys don't say all that.
I'm confident if he could unsay some of the things he said. The interview he gave on the tarmac after they lost in the tournament. I bet he'd like to have that back. I've never actually talked to him about it, but I bet he'd like to have that back. But my whole thing is people do talk about it like it's a relationship and he left you for another woman. But that's not what it was. He worked your job for 9 years, as well as better than anybody's ever done it. And then he got offered the type of job that I genuinely believe 99.9% of people in the world would take if it was offered. If your options were do year 10 in Memphis in Conference USA or year 1 in Kentucky in the SEC, I think 99.9%, and it's probably higher, of people would take that job. And
I don't think anybody disagrees with that. I think it's the way it all happened.
Except in what other way?
There's a lot of people that leave fine.
Right.
Does anybody hate Mike Norvell? Nobody.
You ready for this?
Nobody hates Mike Norvell.
But here's the difference there.
Why?
I'll tell you. At Memphis, there is proof in concept that you could, at least in that time, win a national championship here, recruit the best player in the country here, have the #1 pick in the draft. Like, practically speaking, everything you are going to accomplish at Kentucky, you could accomplish at Memphis. It's harder, but you can do it. So this is a place where you can accomplish everything you want to accomplish and have accomplished a lot of stuff. You don't have to leave. I think in football, we all knew if Mike Norvell ever wants to win a national championship and achieve all the things coaches want to achieve, you can't do that at Memphis. But you have to do that at Florida State.
Yeah, but it's also the way he left here, right? I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't like he took Tony Pollard and everybody else with him, down to Florida State. He didn't take everybody with him down to Florida State, and he didn't tell us the whole time, like, hey, I can accomplish everything I want to in Memphis.
If he had the equipment, because he couldn't, because it was a lie.
For sure.
It would not have been true. But trust me, if Mike would have had the equivalent of John Wall committed at quarterback, that dude would not have played at the University of Memphis for Ryan Summerfield.
It didn't happen. He ended up with who? DJ Ukulele? No, I guess Jordan Travis. Whoever he ended up with.
I really think that's the difference. People weren't even mad about the idea of Mike probably leaving when it was being talked about, because it was like, you and I talked about it. It was like, it's the Florida State job. What are you going to do? Right. And my whole thing is like, I've always looked at John as it's the Kentucky job. Nobody would turn that down. I have been capable of looking at those two things similarly. But I understand why it appears most don't. I understand why people feel the way they feel.
Yeah.
I just think it's a faulty comparison to compare it to a relationship. It's not a relationship. It's a job. It's a career. It's an unusual job.
But that's not how people feel about it. That's not how people feel about it. And you can try to separate it and just say this is business and this is business. But I mean, people care about sports.
I don't even separate it and say this is business.
The same way that you can go, how could anybody fault Juan Soto for going across? But Yankee fans hate his guts, right? Like if you leave, like I'm going to hate your guts.
I know, but like this is where my mind doesn't work that way.
You're not a sports fan?
I'm not that kind of sports fan. When Jacob deGrom left the Mets, I wasn't mad at Jacob deGrom. I understood why he did it. The Mets weren't offering a similar contract. It made more sense for him to leave. I understood it. I wasn't mad about that. I guess here's my bottom line on all this stuff. The way I look at it, and I know this makes me...
You'd have been mad if he... Well, I guess you don't hate any other team.
I just wouldn't...
So, if he went to the Braves...
No.
I mean, he went to a place that it wasn't going to matter. You'd never see him again. That's how I felt about Pujols.
Yeah.
If Pujols went to the Cubs, I would have been furious. I wouldn't be mad at my team. I'd be like, no.
I was kind of mad when Kyle Anderson went and played for the Warriors, and that was like 3 years removed.
here's my baseline.
Mark Gasol playing for the Lakers.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Here's my baseline on all this stuff. Maybe this is a simpler, more... effective way to put it. I have a hard time, as a sports fan or anything else, being upset with somebody for doing quite literally what I would have done if I were them, and what I would have advised them to do if they would have asked. And so I will always ask myself this question: if I were John Calipari in that moment, what would I have done? I'm one of the greatest coaches in the sport, in the history of the sport. I've already been to 2 Final Fours, and I've only worked in the Atlantic 10 and Conference USA. I deserve one of these big jobs, but they won't give them to me for whatever reason. But now the biggest job is coming for me. What would I do? I would take that job.
I don't.
So would you. So would you. So would you. So how could I be mad at him?
Yeah, okay. And I would say nobody has ever said that he was goofy for taking the Kentucky job, right? It just hurts. You're the one that got left.
I got it.
You're the one.
I got it.
I'm just sitting by myself now.
Yeah, we don't see it through his eyes.
Yeah.
You see it through his eyes. We see it through our eyes, which is we got left.
But I take this approach to everything. Like, if I see somebody popping off about me, I go, okay, but like, have I ever popped off about them or something similar? And if I talk every day, so I'm not going to get mad when people are talking about me. I try to put myself in other people's shoes all the time. What would I do if I were them? And if I would have done the same thing they did, I'm just not going to be upset about it. And if I were John Calipari in March 2009 and Kentucky offered me that job, I would have left for the University of Kentucky. And
I don't have a problem with you saying that. I have a problem with you acting like fans are stupid for not ever wanting to be around him anymore.
It's been 16 years. I do think you're stupid if you're still on
Facebook.
If you're still on Facebook talking about I hate John Calipari, I think that's
those
stupid.
are people doing that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There are people that should let go of it.
Yeah, that's a little aggressive.
Yeah, I do think that's
a little aggressive.
I gotta respect the guy that's still like, go to hell.
Screw that guy.
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean?
but here's
I'm
the
not
truth.
celebrating you.
But
what am I celebrating?
But here's the truth. I don't even think that's a real thing anymore. You and I talk about this all the time.
Yes, it is. It is a real thing.
You
I think there is a guy, yes. It's like, celebrate John Calipari. F you.
Screw that guy.
He gave me the best years of my life. Yeah, he gave me the best years of my life. And then he took a gigantic dump on the program and left me with Josh Pazner and Xavier Henry's brother.
I can just tell you that when I posted that column, there was several comments like, I hate John Calipari still. I'll never forgive him, blah, 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 blah. And that was online. And then, but if you contrast it with what was going on here the other day, and as John and I walked outside and walked up here and walked through the building, and it's just, you couldn't have been more dramatically different. It was nothing but smiles and hugs and happy to see you.
In fairness, those people showed up for him.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, it's not fair to go to I can't invite a bunch of people over to my house and be like, everybody likes Chris.
Here's what I'm trying to tell you. I think John Calipari could walk around Memphis all day, popping into random places, and would be greeted warmly in the year 2025.
Like I said, I think there's one or two people that's.
It's also everybody's phased out. Hell, as he mentioned, half of them have died.
Most of the people who were mad at some of the people who were mad at John are dead.
They are not with team anymore.
A lot of
I want to know because Gary,
the other thing is it's been forever.
Like I'm thinking about this now. As you breaking this down, I want to know like you ain't never had a shorty leave you or like get your heart broken.
Oh yes.
You never feel like spite towards shorty when she left?
Oh sure. But
no, he's so insecure that he goes, yeah, I understand.
I do understand it.
I try to put myself in her shoes, and the guy's got abs.
I got left for a bodybuilder one time.
Bodybuilder?
Yeah, like a legit bodybuilder.
No. This is the one.
Don't mention any names.
Don't say names.
No, because I'm always careful. Like these are now people's wives.
No. This is downtown.
Yes.
No, ran into his girlfriend with the guy when we were in our 20s. Yes, dude. And how's that for getting taken out?
No, it's even worse than that. I was supposed to go out with her and her sister for her sister's birthday that night.
Yeah.
She calls me and she's like, "Hey, it sounds like it's just gonna be a girls' thing tonight." So we're just and I'm like,
at the New Daisy.
We were at Alfred's. Yeah. And I was like, cool, you guys have a good time. I'll catch up with you whatever tomorrow, like whatever. And I call my buddy and I'm like, all right, let's go out. We're gonna have a boys' night.
Yeah.
And then one of my buddies came inside the club, the bar, whatever. Yeah. And he was like, yo, I need you to come outside for a second. I was like, wow, what's up? He's like, just come outside for a second. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, I just want you to see it with your own eyes. And I said, what? And he points. And it was her and his gigantic. This guy was so big.
What are you gonna do? Whoop his ass?
Yeah, they like, what are you going to do, GP? I was like, I ain't doing anything.
I'm going home.
Did you leave
to cry?
Did you leave home to cry?
You left? You left the spot?
No, we walked up to her.
Wait. What the dude next to her?
Yeah. Oh. It wasn't my idea. One of my buddies walked. I don't even think I walked over. I think somebody else did.
Probably 5 shots in.
I think one of my friends was like, walked over and was like, hey, what's up? And she had that look on her face, like whatever. And so I'm not exaggerating. Like if you were at the time to ask me, like, so what do you do? It'd be like, I work at the commercial appeal. And it's like, what does he do? He body builds. It's like,
he can bench press you if you want to.
So
Gary put himself in the girl's spot and thought,
like,
you know,
you're gonna lay down with me or him? I get it.
She wasn't exactly trying to hide this by going to Beale Street on like a Friday night.
You're not smart. We're 21 years old, bro. You're not thinking it through.
Yeah. In fairness, when I met her, she was with some,
Oh, you took her from somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta also remember.
So she was one of those.
I don't mean she was one of those.
This girl isn't trustworthy, basically. Like
but you also have to remember, right? And Gary and I are now so old. This is pre-cell phone.
Yeah.
There's no cell phone, so you wouldn't have even known.
Yeah, I went like I could check her location.
Yeah.
Right.
Or call her.
Or nothing.
Check her Instagram story.
I won't see her
Just
again
went up.
till she gets back to her parents' house.
You could check her Instagram story or nothing.
Because she was 17.
No, that's not right.
Don't put that on Gary's name, man. Don't put on Joe. Don't put the. She was a homie hoppers with the chest collar.
She might have been a
She was a homie hopper.
I don't want to put labels on anybody.
The bodybuilder is crazy. Getting left for a bodybuilder is crazy.
It's exactly like leaving Memphis for Kentucky. That's why he understands. He's always gotten it. He's always understood.
Been there, done that.
No, so to answer your question, yes, I've been left.
Okay.
But by the time I get left, I'm usually like, man, I'm surprised it took you this long to get out of here.
But there's none that there's none that you resent or hate.
Oh, I I hated them all.
No. I'm saying like
all these years later.
Yeah.
No. I went. The longest girlfriend I ever had, other than my wife, I went to her wedding. My wife and I went to her wedding.
You're a real one. Ain't none of my exes.
I'm on a champagne.
Yeah, my exes not letting me nowhere near none. Like one of her exes one of my exes, her husband made her block me.
Oh no! Like even the girl who left me for the bodybuilder.
So that ain't happening.
Like if I send her a message to like right now, it would be cool. Like we are cool now. I don't even know her now, but we have communicated subsequently, and it's all fine. I don't think there's a person that I spent serious time with that I couldn't.
Did she end up marrying a bodybuilder?
I look you want to ask one more question, but I feel like somebody would get mad.
The bodybuilder came and went. The bodybuilder came and.
He literally.
Yeah, he came and went. I mean, I don't know. I never. I don't know.
Hey, because I was just listening to you say that. And I'm like, I wonder if because you're not attached to anything sports wise except the Mets. So that's why I had to ask her.
But he doesn't hate the Braves. He doesn't hate the Phillies.
You don't hate anything?
I don't really hate stuff.
Damn,
like
GP.
I don't. So
you're gonna hang out with me more.
Like any ex-girlfriend, I feel like I could have a totally reasonable lunch with tomorrow if I wanted to, and I don't have any bad feelings about any of them. In time, I did because I want to be clear. I've done bad stuff. I've been wrong in relationships before, but there are times I've been wronged in relationships, and so I was mad and upset and hurt when I was wrong. But if you don't get over that stuff. I don't understand.
But you are that way. You don't really. There's nothing you really hate.
I don't walk around like I hate the Braves or I hate that ex-girlfriend or I have friends who will still talk about how much they hate. Like they would be on a golf course, be like, I still hate her.
You hate actions. You know what I'm saying?
You hate stuff.
Like being touched or being talked to. You know what I mean?
I don't like to be bothered.
Being spoken to.
I'm cool with all my ex-girlfriends.
Yes.
But if you're just trying to bother me with your boring ass story.
So you hate small talk.
Yeah.
He hates small talk.
I don't know that I hate
being touched.
Yeah.
You know what I've realized
being
lately?
Bothered.
I don't know if I'm good at small talk anymore.
You not?
I think I used to be.
You phased out?
I think I phased out of it. Because I used to be out and about and around people all the time. You'd be in the bars and you're constantly talking, and I was pretty good. Like me and Vernon, we could get some stuff done in a bar back in the day. We could hold court.
Yeah.
And now I don't really. Kelly points this out. I talk. I mean, I'm
So you don't have
talking.
as much to talk about.
I talk at people. Like my job is to talk.
You talk at people.
I talk at. I look at Bennett. And he just looks at me like over there looking like
doesn't say shit.
The Unabomber.
Bennett's over there looking.
He's just planning his next bombing.
got his big beard on. He's just over there. Like Bennett's every day. He's just sitting there like this. That dude got his big beard, and he's just like, I can't believe this son of a bitch is making me listen to him talk about Juan Soto again. Right?
And he just goes home and definitely says that to his wife.
But I'm really just talking at
So
him.
it's hard for people to talk back and forth to you.
I think I have. It's just like, if you ain't picked up a basketball in a while, you forget how to shoot a little bit. I don't get into conversations with people like I used to. I'm not sure I know how to talk anymore.
That's funny as hell, boy. Because I was like, man, this man, he ain't attached to nothing in real life. Like, I'm attached to stuff, you attached to stuff, Rose is attached to stuff.
No,
like, you ain't attached to nothing.
Just about, yeah, I don't get. This isn't entirely true, but this is mostly true, and I try to remind myself of it. Yeah. If you don't live with me, you can't affect my emotions. Ooh. You got to live in my house.
Well, you're a liar.
I'm not saying I'm perfect at it.
You remind yourself of that. You sound like what's the guy's name? Like Ryan Holiday. Like the Confucius says.
I mean that. I'm not gonna let
everything annoys you. Shut up.
No, I can get annoyed, but I'm not gonna just walk around mad all day long. I'm not going to post a column, watch 4 people call me an idiot, and be bothered by that. Okay. I'm gonna post the column, and then I'm gonna close my computer, and I'm gonna go be around people I want to be around and have a great time.
I mean, I've talked about this a lot. That's age and having kids too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the idea that the kids don't know and don't care. When you're constantly confronted with that, right? Like I was at my, just for instance, right? I leave here, somebody may have an opinion about the show I did or things that I said or whatever. And then you go home and like my wife has absolutely no idea. My son has absolutely no idea unless he saw it like maybe on Instagram or something. My daughter has never listened to or watched the show ever. She doesn't know. My mom and dad, they don't. I was over at their house last night. So I'm constantly surrounded by people that don't care about all that stuff that I typically, when I was single, cared about.
Oh, yeah.
Or even when I was young married, cared about. But if you're insulated, I am insulated all the time with people that they would think it's goofy that I would care what anybody, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't even know anything about it.
Well, so just a few weeks
ago, they're not a part of it.
When the Daily Memphis story comes out and we end up talking about the lease and the extension and we get into conversations about downtown Memphis and not everybody liked what I said, and so that can, get pretty intense on social media and stuff. To your point, it never got brought up in my home one time.
No.
And you know why?
Why would it?
I don't even think anybody in my house knew that was a thing that I talked about or a thing that I got pushback on or a thing that I revisited or anything. It's just not.
It's not a part of your day-to-day life.
Man, this is my job.
That's right.
And then when this is over, I'm getting ready for, 8-year-old football practice.
That's right.
I'm not, so I'm not perfect at it.
That's why I always talk about with these young athletes. It's so hard. And then you see the ones that are married and have kids and whatever, and like, you don't see them on social media. They don't care no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't care what Bobby and wherever says. Bobby 64579, says that I sold last night. You know what I mean? Like CD Lamb, his life would be hell if he checked his friggin' mentions today.
Oh yeah. Like it can't.
Like there's no way that wouldn't affect you. You've just gotta not care.
You got to not care or not see it. You have to not intentionally.
Can you imagine? I
I did a Twitter search on CD Lamb last night.
Oh my God,
it's rough.
Oh,
like
that,
buddy.
I contributed to it.
How about Antonio Brown putting up the picture with a guy with no hands? I was like, come on, bro.
The streets calling him Grove Hero, bro.
2 nubs. He put up a picture of a dude with 2 nubs and said, "This CD Lamb with the game on the line." I was like, come on, Antonio Brown.
Getting cooked.
He's like out of the country, running away from a Warren, didn't he?
When Antonio Brown's cooking you, it's been a bad night.
I don't think that's him though, GP. I don't think that's him though, y'all. I know y'all think his account's amazing, but I don't think that's him getting them tweets off.
So
I know.
I have heard.
Usually it's not. Yeah. I heard that about that guy.
Iron Cheek is one where you heard about. Like,
you know who I heard about?
He's dead, GP.
A guy that became really huge on Twitter and parlayed it into a TV gig at one point.
Rex Chapman.
Yep.
I don't know, but
no. A lot of people told me that.
Yeah.
They were like, that's not
Rex
not Chapman tweeting that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
I've heard that. I don't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, but really?
Yeah.
But
yes.
But it was interesting, and
a lot of people have said, like in the industry, like when it was like, because He like showed up out of nowhere and was like a very prolific guy on Twitter, and it was like,
Oh yeah.
wow,
And he did,
I never
like-
knew he had this side to him, you know. And then it was like, well, he actually does it. There's like a PR team that does that. Like, it's- they're using his name,
But what was interesting is then he did like get TV gigs off of that.
and he was horrendous. He killed Pete Gillen.
Dude, I was sitting right next to Pete
He
Gillen.
said, "Rest in peace, Pete Gillen."
I was sitting right next to Pete Gillen.
When he said, "Rest in peace, Pete Gillen."
Are you ready for this?
On CBS Sports. And you guys all work for CBS.
We were in.
Rex Chapman was on TV one time and said, "Rest in peace, Pete Gillen."
Wait.
It was
He
tough.
hated Trump so much they gave him a job on CNN Plus. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then that lasted one episode, I think. I don't even think it ever
I think
aired.
what happened is he had this Twitter account. It was popping, and people were like, "He's funny. He's this. He's that." And he, he looks good. He's,
Yeah.
and let's put him on TV. If we could just take that and put it on TV. And then what you find out is like, what if that ain't him?
Right.
What are you really getting here?
Yeah.
And it
wasn't.
It didn't go well. It didn't go well. But yes, so we're all sitting in the bullpen. It's NCAA tournament, and Rex is on the desk with like whoever else is there, and he's clearly thinking of Skip Prosser. He's thinking of Skip Prosser because one thing Pete and Skip have in common is they both worked at Xavier, I believe.
Yes.
And instead of saying Skip Prosser, he says Pete Gillen, and he's like, just like in the late, something about Xavier, and he's like, in the late, great former Xavier coach, Pete Gillen.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And the whole desk is like, you can just sort of see him go like, is Pete Gillen dead? Like, what? I'm not, Pete Gillen is sitting right next to me. Okay? Now, the thing about Pete, and I say this like, everybody loves Pete, but he's older now, and he doesn't hear everything as well as you might hear it. So he didn't hear it. Everybody else in the room heard it. The one person who didn't hear it was Pete. And so then we have to figure out, like, this is going viral.
Rex Chapman just killed you.
It's viral on Twitter. It's like, this is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
They're going to come back and apologize for it later on. We need to let Pete know that this is happening because he just wouldn't know. The whole world knows. He's trending on Twitter.
He's infinitely, I mean, and it makes it infinitely more funny that he is literally on CBS.
Yes, he's about to go on TV. He's about to go on TV.
The same network that you just killed.
He's about to go on.
He's about to go on TV.
And you just told him rest in peace.
That's why I ain't seen Rex Chapman since then,
somebody
bro.
got nominated. I don't remember exactly who, but they were like, "Hey, you got to go tell Pete that Rex just killed him on TV."
Dude.
And so somebody puts
poor
her around
intern.
and is like, "Coach Gillen, you got a second?" It's like, "Yeah." And it's like, "So I don't know if you saw, but Rex Chapman. Oh yeah, I love Rex. Yeah, he was on TV just now at halftime of the tournament game." And we think he meant Skip Prosser, but he said Pete Gillen. He said you, and then he said rest in peace to you. He announced to the world that you're you're no longer alive in what was obviously a mistake, and now it's trending on Twitter. And you just wanted to let you know. And Pete goes, "Well, I guess my wife's going to be excited."
Years ago, my very first radio job at Sports 56. When I was there, I was on the other side of the glass for Jeff Weinberger and Jack Eaton, and they were doing this. They're talking one day, and I had Bill Walton was doing this tour for the NBA around to different NBA cities, and so we talked about Bill Walton being in town and whatever else. And Jack, rest in peace. I'm confident he is passed. Rest in peace, Jack Eaton. Jack starts telling this story about, everybody knows Bill Walton. Bill Walton's got a bigger name than would normally have in Memphis because of the 73 title game. Had one of, if not the greatest college basketball game ever played by an individual, and UCLA beat Gene Bartow and the Tigers in that national title game. And he goes, what a lot of people don't know is after he went to the NBA and he sued the Portland Trailblazers or whatever, and he was getting these foot surgeries, the foremost foot doctor in the entire world was, and I'll just make up a name, it was like Dr. Thomas, right? Was Dr. Thomas in Memphis. And he came here to get his surgeries. And he's like, and Dr. Thomas passed years ago and blah, blah, blah. And he's telling this whole story about Bill Walton, whatever. And so I'm on the other side of the glass. All of a sudden the phone rings and I'm like, Sports 56 WHBQ. And he's like, This is Dr. Thomas. Will you tell Jack I'm not dead? And I was like, what? And I was like, hold on, I'm going to put you on the air. And so I type on the screen, Dr. Thomas, whatever. And Jack's like, Dr. Thomas. And he's like, Jack, I'm not dead. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, this dude was listening to the show. And Jack Eaton said he was many years ago, he passed away. He's like, I'm not dead.
I'm right here, bro.
I'm listening to your show.
That's wild.
I wish I was dead.
I gotta stop killing people.
I know. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, Gary, have a great weekend.
All right, I'll see you.
We'll be back after this. Chris Vernon Show.
You want to be where you think the University of Memphis belongs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the next step is?
I think we're ripe for success. And so what I don't want to do is make an intermediate move if it's not going to position us well. And so my job is to make sure when that opportunity presents itself and the circumstance is right, that Memphis is prepared 100% to take advantage of it.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Who do you go to learn still? Like, who are you looking to for inspiration?
A couple years ago, I went and visited, even though he's younger than me, but we've got great admiration for one another. Went and visited Dan Lanning out at Oregon, right? A young head coach who's had some success. Mike Norvell may not have had the season he wanted in the past. We can still get on the phone and talk about things, right?
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
All right, thanks to Gary Parrish as always. All right, we got a bunch of games that are going on this week. I was not too upset about the game that went on last night with the Cowboys losing to the Eagles. We have Kansas City and the Chargers tonight from Brazil. So there is one game that is going on this evening. And then obviously we got the college slate that's going on tomorrow. I tried to chart it out to see what I was going to care about. Boy, every single time you look at it, especially when last week was so buzzworthy, this is such a buzzkill. It really is. Like, you're all gassed up and college football's here and you're excited to watch these teams. And, I mean, these non-conference games that are across the board are just horrendous in many cases. But as we said, there'll probably be something big that happens that we are not particularly expecting. Like the 11 o'clocks. I mean, I would just say, like, if you want to get something done, early is better than later if you want to get some stuff done tomorrow, because the 11 o'clocks, I mean, the ones I had written down that I would probably, like, flip between if I'm in front of a TV are Illinois Duke, and that's just because of the quarterbacks. The Duke quarterback that got $6 million, Mensa, the kid that transferred from Tulane. And I do like Luke Altmaier. And Illinois is in the top 10 now, so I mean, right? Like that's a good game, and I do think I think we could look back and be like, that could be one of those games where you look back and go like, wow, this is when Luke Altmaier and Darian Mensa played each other in college, right? Like they could both end up being NFL quarterbacks one day.
85% of the money on Illinois minus.
Is that right? Yeah. Ooh. Don't like that. All right.
That was one of Brian Edwards' picks.
Yeah, it was. And then Iowa State is the Fox game.
Yeah, I ain't watching that.
That's going on. So I mean, ESPN's got Illinois Duke, and then Iowa State is on Fox.
79% of the money on Iowa State.
What about Baylor SMU?
Baylor SMU is not until 2:30.
Right? It's at 11 a.m. right
Oh,
here.
it's 11?
11 a.m. on the CW network.
On what?
The CW.
The CW,
oh my
baby.
God! The Steve Harvey show, and then
Steve Harvey.
Girlfriends.
They still got that frog.
Yeah, the
Steve Harvey show.
Oh, that's the WB.
It was the same channel. It was the same channel.
Channel 30.
Huh?
Yeah, Steve Harvey show. Jamie Foxx show was on there.
Girlfriends is on there.
Shout out to Steve Harvey show.
One-on-one.
So they got the Steve Harvey show, and then they got SMU versus
Baylor.
Bullethead should have gotten his own spinoff.
And then
never did.
And then what's that? The Alyssa Milano show, Charmed.
Yeah.
Charmed right
after that.
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yep. You know it. Yeah.
I do. I'm aware. I have an awareness. I did not know. I did not know that there were going to be college football games on there.
Hey,
welcome to 2025. Man.
Wow. I'd rather be on ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
All right. So 2:30 is Oklahoma State, Oregon.
Okay.
I mean, at least it's two names.
80% of the money on Oregon.
Surprise.
I imagine so. Yeah.
Ole Miss, Kentucky, revenge game for Ole Miss. Obviously, because Kentucky helped derail their hopes last year. But Ole Miss, Kentucky's 2:30, and Kansas, Missouri's at 2:30, which might be entertaining.
Yeah, it's a rivalry.
Right?
It's a real rivalry game.
Yeah,
real rivalry game.
It is. So that might be entertaining. And then 3:15 is Florida, South Florida. That is worth keeping up with just because South Florida bashed in Boise State. And it's the first time you get to see DJ Lagway play against somebody with a pulse. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So we'll find out if right, like South Florida, I think, came out of week one. It's like they may be the Memphis competition if you're going to be able to win the conference, right?
We'll see if they can keep
Certainly
it.
look like it.
Yeah, we'll
them
see
and Tulane in the membrane. right? Like, I mean, that was expected. But, I mean, South Florida and Tulane are going to be two teams that we got to, like, and Navy.
Navy for sure.
And Navy.
Yeah,
Like, that's another one.
Because they lost to tough, was it?
Yeah.
Florida State?
Tarleton State.
Tarleton State.
Army lost to Tarleton State.
That beat your ass.
Yeah, it really did.
Tarleton
Mike
State.
Tyson,
Tarleton State whooped your ass.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, baby.
6 o'clock is Memphis, Georgia State.
Okay.
All right, couple things that you guys need to know. Do you know anything about Georgia State, either of you?
They play
at Turner Field.
Football and a baseball field.
Okay, that is the most basic thing to know about Georgia State. Come on, guys. Come on.
They're the Panthers.
They're the Panthers.
Okay.
Are they? Are they the Panthers? I
Oh
think
yeah, but
they
we
are.
need.
You're right.
Hey,
They are.
hey.
All right.
But we need to have a showdown.
They wear blue.
No, there needs to be a showdown.
There's a showdown.
A showcase showdown.
Well, and I didn't even know. I guess they've already look. Memphis has probably already traveled. If they haven't,
I'm sure. I'm sure Memphis has traveled. They've got to be there by now.
And no, they just posted that they just got on the plane to Atlanta.
See?
Oh, they took it. Okay. Yeah.
It's close.
It's an easy flight.
Down the street.
It's like an hour flight.
Well, there's one person that better be on that flight.
Oh,
'Cause
C.J. Smith?
Oh, he certainly he is, right?
Yeah, he is. He's questionable for the game.
Okay, good. No. We need a showdown. Do you know what the name of Georgia State's mascot is?
Maine.
It is a
Panther.
Panther.
Is it Maine?
Oh no.
Tom.
No. That's a good name.
Tom the Panther.
You're getting close.
Tim.
No. Good grief.
Tony?
I thought you were saying Tom because of the tiger.
Yeah.
I was.
Tony?
Oh, okay. So
Tony-
you're getting close. You're getting close.
Tony? What is his name?
No,
Ryan?
what would have something to do with Memphis?
Maine, Bill.
No.
Barbecue.
What is the Memphis mascot's name?
Pouncer.
Is his name Pouncer?
His name is Pounce.
Are we having a Pounce
No,
off?
it's Pounce versus Pouncer.
Oh, snap.
Pounce the Panther.
Oh, snap.
There he is. That does not look like a panther. Zoom in. What the hell is this
That
thing?
looks like a bird.
Huh?
That looks like a bird. Like
Pounce
Yeah,
the
find a photo of Pounce,
We need
man.
Pounce versus Pouncer.
they ordered that mascot
The
costume on.
showdown. You know what I mean? We need the showdown, right? So surely Pouncer is on his way there, right?
They ordered that costume on Temu.
Pounce
Like,
the-
I don't think Pouncer travels.
Pounce the
I
Panther.
don't think
Yeah.
Pouncer travels, bro.
You don't. He
I
doesn't.
think you got to work at Fresh Market tomorrow.
Come on. We need Pounce versus Pouncer.
We do need that matchup.
I didn't know their mascot's name is Pounce, and an esteemed alum.
Oh, look out. Oh, God.
Oh, my. Whoa, now. Well, we don't want that smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Cancel the Pounce
We
off.
take it back. That don't look like a bird, Roger.
Roger, look at that mascot.
like
Okay, now that doesn't look like
he's
a bird.
angry. He
Yeah.
look angry as hell.
Yeah.
Damn, Pounce.
He might take us, bro.
What's up with his eyebrows? His eyebrows what makes him look so angry.
Like an angry bird,
Yeah,
bro.
he's like an angry bird.
The stripes kind of like where the whiskers would be. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might take our
It's
mascot,
tough.
bro. Our Pouncer don't look that intimidating.
No, he for sure
Pouncer
doesn't.
looks nice.
Pouncer looks like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
This guy, this looks like a trained killer. Pounce the Panther.
Yeah, Pounce looks
I take
nice.
it back.
Yeah, we don't need a Pounce off. You want Pounce.
No Pounce off.
No Pounce off.
No Pounce. But they do have an esteemed alum that when I researched that went to Georgia State.
Big boy.
No, but he is a rapper.
Trey the Truth.
No.
Dude from Run the Jewels. What's
Way
his
more
name?
famous than Trey the Truth.
Killer, like you said,
Not
Killer
Killer
Mike.
Mike.
Not
No.
Killer Mike.
This is one of the most famous rappers ever.
T.I.
2
Not
Chainz.
T.I.
Ludacris.
Ludacris went to.
Ludacris went to Georgia State.
Memphis football. I need all Ludacris captions all this weekend. Luda went to Georgia State.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Pouncer.
come on, bro.
Yeah, Pouncer, you look a little sweet.
That is not a guy that's prepared for a Pounce off, bro.
Also,
Yeah, Pounce is whooping your ass.
the tail hangs like a wiener.
It does.
You know
Put
what I
him
mean?
side by
When
side.
when you see him from the front, man, at least it's
Yeah.
long.
Like you got a yellow wiener.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
that's unfortunate.
I don't think our guy
you
can
gotta
take-
just put it in the air.
Yeah.
give that tail an erection.
It looks like it's
Pouncer on soft.
It's straight, so it's okay. He's got something up his butt.
We need soft Pouncer, man.
Oh, no.
Keep him off them.
Also, why does he wear 86? Just a nasty number.
That is.
He's wearing number 1.
He's wearing number 1, and he looks like he's ready to kill someone.
Arvin look like he want to hug you. Come on, bro.
Pounce the Panther is legit nightmare fuel.
Yeah, we got a Sesame Street ass mascot.
Our guy looks like something you make at Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, bro, Sesame Street ass mascot.
80. Why is the number 86? What is that?
I'm just here to be friends.
It's Joey Magnifico number, bro.
Joey Magnifico.
Zach Ertz ass number.
Oh, he's number 98.
Oh, no, that was 98. All right.
Okay, he just changed. He just takes whatever's available.
Changes, yeah.
They just 53.
51.
Oh, 51.
Why does he change that?
He took that from the walk-on, from the white walk-on that was at the end of the bench. He's like, you ain't playing. Give me the jersey.
55s. Pouncer just changes jerseys. He don't care. They just give him one.
Yeah.
What is Pouncer?
They just
Pouncer wearing the...
They just give him one, bro.
Was that Precious? Was that Precious?
That was Precious.
That was Precious.
He needs his own number,
Yeah,
bro.
get Pouncer. Like Grizz has 0, right?
Yeah.
Grizz has 0. Get Pouncer his own number, man.
He needs his
There's number 91 in that one.
91. All right. So then we got Memphis versus Georgia State. That's at 6:00, and then the 6:30 games are Arizona State, Mississippi State, which actually I do want to watch.
Yeah.
Like that is a really good non-conference game, and it kind of will give us a marker of Mississippi State and also Arizona State for that matter. I think they're 12 in the country right now?
Yeah, and last year,
Lovett can play, like the quarterback, he can play.
Yeah, and in that game last year, it was Scadaboo. Scadaboo had like almost 300 yards or whatever in that game last year. So,
and then Michigan, Oklahoma is,
that's the big one.
Destroys everything else.
Yeah,
because you also have two exciting quarterbacks in Mateer and Underwood.
Yep.
Right. And it's like a big stage, so we'll see if Underwood can look better than Arch did last week, right? Because it is similar circumstance where it's not the first week, but everybody's going to be watching him for the first time. Nobody was outside of Michigan fans. Nobody was going out of their way to watch the Michigan game in week 1, but it's also a great Big Ten SEC game.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't get many of those no more.
Right. Between the two, and so at least we have one great one, and it's at 6:30 too, so it's not even a late game.
Yeah, I'll be right around the same time. I'll be watching WWE legend Buff Bagwell throw out a first pitch on one leg of AutoZone Park.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Buff Bagwell is throwing out the first pitch at AutoZone Park?
Yeah, he got his leg amputated.
No.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
So how is he throwing? Which is the?
You got a prosthetic?
No.
Yes, he does.
So which leg?
Is he in a wheelchair?
No.
He doesn't hop.
Yeah, dude, he doesn't hop.
Yes, he does.
He's on crutches.
I'm not even joking.
He's on
crutches. Yeah, he's going to throw a baseball.
But he did not get a prosthetic?
Not yet. He says he's working to get one, and he's going to throw the first pitch. It's wrestling night at the Redbirds. I'll be there.
The prosthetics are great now.
Yeah. No. He's trying to wrestle. He's still trying to wrestle again with a prosthetic.
Really?
Yeah, Buff Bagwell wants to get back in the wing.
In the wing? In the wing?
Back in the ring.
I mean,
yeah, man. I'm just tough, man. It's Friday.
Well, you ain't doing a figure 4.
Come on.
I mean, you asked for that. I mean, come on. You asked for it. You literally asked for it. Okay. So you're going over to AutoZone Park. You're going over to AutoZone Park tomorrow night. All right. Regarding the NFL games that are going on this weekend, I told you guys that I'm doing the team rankings survivor pool that goes. Stop. I'm doing the team ranking survivor pool. You get 3 entries into it. Okay? You only get to use every team one time. And I didn't want to, proper strategy, I didn't want to use the same team on multiple of the entries. Because if I, God forbid, lose it, if something happens, then I'll lose 2 entries on the one thing, right? Like, cause I'm doing the whole I picked 3 different ones, all right? So the ones that I picked, tell me which one you guys like the most. Or if you think all of them will survive. Now, obviously, look, you're just picking the team. The team just has to win. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The team just has to win, and you can only use them one time during the season. So on one entry, I used the Cardinals over the Saints. Okay. On one entry, I used the Broncos over the Titans. And then on one entry, I think I used Dolphins over Colts, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Was the third one? Maybe Steelers over Jets? I can't recall. It was
Those
either Dolphins or Steelers.
Those last two are good.
Huh?
Those last two were good.
Yeah, I think. I mean, and the Cardinals are. I mean, those are the biggest lines this weekend, right? I mean, it's. I think honestly, in the survivor pool, it's like. Don't you think the most picked team is just whoever is playing the Saints every week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, it's Spencer Rattler or Tyler Shuck.
Exactly. Auto bet. Auto pick. Whoever the Saints are playing.
It's got to be, right? Yeah. I mean, as I told you yesterday, they are the only team that has a like a win total of 4.5. I mean, if they go 5-12, they hit the over. So I mean,
they're gonna be a
you can pretty much just take whoever's playing them, use the team that's playing against them every week. Because doesn't it stand to reason that they would just lose every game and then take? If it's so that everybody loves the LSU quarterback the most, and he's like from there, he's like isn't he from Louisiana? Yeah, he's from Louisiana.
His mom was a Saints cheerleader, or
right?
Something like
he's
that.
He's from Louisiana. He plays at LSU, and he's supposed to be the number 1 pick in the draft, maybe. So you just lose a bunch of games and then take Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah,
and then you've got the hometown hero as your guy, right? Who everybody loves.
I would say
it seems all too plausible.
Yeah, because even the Jets, like, it's a home opener, so they might possibly. I think they're gonna suck, but they might.
And it's also a Justin Fields revenge game.
Yeah, they might.
It's also who knows if Aaron Rodgers is going to be any good.
Exactly.
He may be terrible.
Yeah,
he might be.
It might be
right?
Officially washed.
You could see it being like last year of Manning. Like, you better have the best defense of all time because you're not putting up a bunch of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go quick. I mean, Peyton Manning was throwing 50 touchdowns in Denver, and next thing you know, he was throwing more interceptions than touchdowns. And you know, they still won the Super Bowl, but I mean, he was flutterballing it. Yeah. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be flutterballing it, but he ain't.
They better
sprinting out of the pocket, and running on the run, and throwing it 70 yards on a dime anymore. He ain't doing all that.
He don't want to get hit. Yeah.
Nah, and it's his former team he played against too.
Doing it against the Jets.
Yeah, against the Jets. So they're gonna want to get some get back a little bit.
For sure.
So I think they're gonna lose, but if they won, it wouldn't shock me.
I mean, there's none of these games that it would shock you, right?
The Saints would shock me.
Look, the Ravens-Bills game is the most unbelievable game, and that's not until Sunday night. So we've got all day during the day to watch. Packers-Lions is great. That is a unbelievable week 1 game. What are you guys going to be on? Like the Discovery Channel or something, Roser? The 49ers and Seahawks? Because nobody cares about that.
We're on Fox.
Huh?
We're on Fox.
I mean, maybe on the West Coast, not here.
No, here we have Titans Broncos.
Okay, so stop saying you're on Fox. You're not on Fox. Like you're not getting coverage of that.
We're on,
you're probably on in Palo Alto, and that's it.
We get Titans Broncos.
You got to find a bootleg stream for your game, Roser.
What do we have for the noon games if we don't buy Sunday tickets?
Steelers Jets.
Or Falcons Bucks. I guess
Falcons, but we get Steelers Jets. I know for sure early on CBS.
We'll get Giants Commanders.
Giants Commanders. That's always
We'll get Giants Commanders.
Yeah,
because that's the biggest NFC. That'll be the biggest early game.
Here we go.
Right?
Early game, we get CBS early. We get Steelers Jets.
In the words of my daughter, when my wife
CBS late, we get Lions Packers.
Okay. What you said? Steelers and Jets. In the words of my daughter, when my wife says she is cooking salmon tonight.
That's the only game we get. That's the only early game we get.
They're putting Steelers Jets on our TVs at noon?
Yeah. We get 2 late games. Fox, we get Titans Broncos, and CBS, we get Lions Packers.
What are you going to do now that stream is to shut down?
Oh, me? Oh, I got another website. Oh. Yeah, I got a plug. You want the link? Oh, you just pay for Sunday ticket?
Yes.
Oh, I got a link. Y'all want the link? Let me know.
So does Roser. Stop.
You pay for it too?
Don't be giving it out everywhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I don't need to give it out because StreamEats did get shut down.
It did. Yeah. That was a big deal.
Yeah, no, but I still got. I got a.
How did it take so long? Seriously, they've been showing stuff for years.
Yeah, I got this. But the thing on this one, bro, you can watch everything.
Everything.
Like international games, like
wow.
Yeah, baseball games. Yeah, shout out to this new link.
Well, wait till your phone blows up.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Anyways, Look, I am just excited to see all these teams for the first time, but there are a couple of like premier games. That Packers Lions game is unbelievable.
Yeah,
that is a great one. A lot of them that are just like kind of just keep up with it, and it'll be good like red zone watching. But there are certainly a few that are marquee, not the least of which are by far and away Lions Packers in the afternoon, and then Ravens Bills on Sunday night are both like
big time.
Those are amazing week one games.
I've been waiting all day for a Sunday night.
So those teams played twice last year.
I can't wait, man.
Those teams played twice last year, Ravens Bills. The first game, the Ravens killed them. They outgained them like 420 to like 2-something. Second game of the playoffs, the Bills won. The Ravens still destroyed them in yards.
Oh,
they just turned it over 3 times.
Oh, that's why you like the Ravens.
If they don't turn the ball over, I think they're better. I just think they're better.
On my team.
Roser likes the Ravens. What was your?
I think your team's winning the Super Bowl this year.
What was your big college game that you loved?
The under in Michigan, Oklahoma. Michigan, it was 45.5. I think it's 44.5. Go look at Oklahoma last year at home. Every home game they played against a Power 4 team went under that number, what that total is this week.
Oh, because we're playing football last year?
Oklahoma has like 7 starters back on defense.
The quarterback's completely different, though.
Yeah.
The quarterback is playing his first road start in Norman on a Saturday night. He's a freshman. Like
I'm talking about Mateer.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling. That's why I think the under. I don't care who wins the game. I just think the total's going under.
Under, okay.
It's like 44. It was 45.5. It's 44.5 now.
Look at Roser.
I never got your opinion on this.
There's nothing lamer than
It
betting
sucks.
an under.
Yeah, it sucks.
Real, like,
hey, what's your pick? Oh, I can't wait to tune in and root for the under. You're a sicko.
It sucks.
Are you gonna watch it and root for the under too?
Yes, that's what he has to do. He loves rooting for stops.
4th down punts. How do you feel
Did
about
you see last night that was they had 41 points in the first half? It was 21-20 in the first half. That's like the first time that a game like that has ever gone under. It's like since 1990.
The Lightning
I
messed
know,
it all up.
It just destroyed, including CD's hands.
All right. How do you feel about the commercials? I never got to ask you about it. How do you feel like commercials on Red Zone?
But so I see that this is all over my Instagram feed too, where it's like people were bashing Pat McAfee for being like people aren't going to care about the commercials, and they're like, oh, just ESPN shill and I mean, if the reports are true, and they said 2 minutes,
yeah, I think that's it.
The whole day.
Yeah, and it's
like
on
a
a side.
15-second commercial. I don't care.
It's like little baby ass.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, it's a funny thing. It's one of those things that got blown wildly out of proportion to where people all made the memes of watching Red Zone this, and then it'll be like, about this dramatic play, and then a Whopper commercial comes on. Whopper, Junior Whopper, like that. They're saying that's not happening.
Okay.
It's a very.
It's not
it was a
commercial.
very small amount, and honestly, I know everybody besides me loves that Scott Hansen guy. But any amount of time that he talks less is fine by me.
You really hate that.
It's
dude. He just be doing too much.
Just move to the game. Just take me to the game. Let's go to that game. Now I can listen to their announcers. I don't need you. I don't need a play-by-play guy. All right, I don't need it.
That's fair.
You're not in charge.
Yeah.
I'm watching the game. Just take me to the next game. Yeah. It's not his fault. Because a lot of people, the unrefined people that didn't have DirecTV for the last 20 years, they don't know what the brilliance of Andrew Siciliano is. But every Sunday, I watch Andrew Siciliano, and Andrew Siciliano takes me from game to game to game. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Let's head over. Red Zone, we're heading over to, you know what I mean? Jared Goff just hit Amon-Ra St. Brown down the sideline for 37 yards. We're going straight to Detroit. Boom. Now I'm listening to I'm watching.
You don't want him to put his little. You don't want to put a little season. You don't want his extra putting seasoning on it.
No,
you don't want that.
He's not. He's unseasoned.
He's unseasoned,
in my opinion.
No Lowrys.
I want Andrew back. I'm never getting him back.
No,
you're not.
I just got used to him. But I had DirecTV for the last 25 years, so that's what I never realized that I was watching a different Red Zone than everybody else. Once they added Red Zone to people that weren't Sunday ticket subscribers, then that Red Zone's different than the one I watched.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a Sunday ticket subscriber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Andrew Siciliano was the one on DirecTV for all those years. And Like, I remember, like, during, like, maybe it was COVID or something, Andrew Siciliano was gone one Sunday. I mean, I was devastated. I was like, where is Andrew?
Who's subbed
I even tweeted him, like, where are you? I miss you.
Looking for the
Yeah.
red zone
Like,
guys.
where
Hilarious.
are you, man?
That's a real football fan right there, man.
He was gone. It was like 1 week. He missed 1 week for like illness or something.
You were not having it.
Yes.
That's
I was
crazy.
just upset about it.
Yeah, somebody texted me yesterday, like, I want to hear what Vernon feels like, how he feels about the commercials on red zone. So
Nah, that one got way blown out of proportion.
the language of it made it way worse.
There's gonna be commercials on red zone. Like, not really. Yeah. If you're talking 15 seconds, who cares? Yeah. Right?
I feel that.
15 seconds? Like, I mean, again, that's not a big deal to me. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, as long as it's not going to like 3-minute commercial breaks,
Yeah,
like
well, we're
multiple
not even
times
doing-
an hour.
It's also like, I think they said 2 minutes for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what?
15-second
From
commercials
like,
8
what,
times? So
10
what?
10 a.m. until what?
Honestly, anything is fine.
Yeah.
If it's 15 seconds, I don't care. Right? Just don't give me a freaking 3-minute commercial break in the middle of it.
Because I pay for this, bro.
In 15 seconds, I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, I pay for this to be. I pay for this to be.
I only
ad-free.
care about commercials if I'm missing something. Yeah. I'm not missing anything.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That was a lot to do about nothing, it seemed. All right. Vinnie Verno does have 3 games for this weekend, so we'll give them to you on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
The NBA announced their dunk of the year yesterday. It was voted on by the fans, and it went to Ja Morant for his double clutch through Porzingis and Derek White. The call of it was excellent. That game we hung on to for a long time last season, but it was a spectacular dunk.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Look at Mississippi State's schedule. They are not going to be favored in a single SEC game.
they don't play
They are
Vanderbilt.
only going to be favored. Their over-under win total is 3.5. They are only going to be favored in 3 games this year. That'll probably be Southern Miss, Alcorn State, and Northern Illinois.
It's at Southern Miss, man. I don't know.
And it's at Southern Miss.
They might not be favored in that.
Right. You don't know what Brett Favre's done to the athletic department.
They have an awesome arena now.
Right.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You want to be where you think the University of Memphis belongs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the next step is?
I think we're ripe for success. And so what I don't want to do is make an intermediate move if it's not going to position us well. And so my job is to make sure when that opportunity presents itself and the circumstance is right, that Memphis is prepared 100% to take advantage of it.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Poll has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the 3rd time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Well, another day, another dollar. I make picks, you make money. I make picks, you make money. Look who's back for 2025. Vinnie Verno. Here we go. Here we go. I make picks, you make money. I make picks, you make money. You say, Vinnie Verno, times have been tough. I don't know if I can afford it. What about inflation? I am inflation! What about the tariffs? I am tariffs! I make picks, you make money. I make picks, you make money. I found 10 games I absolutely love this week. Pit them down. I found 5 games I would jump off the Mississippi Bridge if they lost. Pit them down. 3 games, 3 bloodbaths, 3 massacres, 3 mortal locks. You can bet your life on. You say, Vinnie Verno, where were you week 1? Only an idiot bets in week 1. Week 1 is for one thing, evaluation. Week 2, ejaculation. I make picks, you make money. I make picks, you make money. Grab your pen and paper. The only way to get ahead in life is to gamble irresponsibly. Say, Vinnie Verno, but I'm waiting for the feds to cut rates. You ain't gotta wait for the feds to cut rates. I'm cutting bookies' heads off this week. Off with their heads. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Grab your pen and paper, you sad sacks. First game. Wisconsin is a 28.5-point favorite against Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee was a 15.5-point favorite in week number 1. They lost that game by 20. They say, oh, Vinny, but who did they lose to? When I tell you, you ain't gonna believe it. As a 15.5-point favorite, MTSU lost by 20 to Austin Peay. Austin Peay had not beaten an FBS team since, wait for it, 1987. The #1 movie in the country was Beverly Hills Cop 2, and Eddie Murphy was 26 years old. Eddie Murphy is 64! You say Middle Tennessee probably turned it over 5 times. Nope. Well, Middle Tennessee probably went up and down the field but just couldn't punch it in. Nope. They had 150 yards against friggin' Austin Peay. If you can't beat the Austin Peay Brains, and the Austin Peay Brains beat you by 20 points, you are gonna get absolutely smoked in Wisconsin. You ain't going to Camp Randall and coming out alive 51-0. I'm betting the baby. Baby game of the year. I make pitch, you make money. I make pitch, you make money. Next game. Central Michigan is 1-0. How'd they get there? By beating San Jose State. Who cares? They were losing going into the 4th. They got outgained by 50 yards. They went 2 for 13 on 3rd down. And they won the turnover battle 3-0. And they won by like 2 against San Jose State. They stink. Meanwhile, Pitt beat Duquesne 61-9. Eli Holstein. Eli
Eli Holstein. Eli, learn the name! This is the quarterback that transferred from Alabama. I bet they wish they still had him. Eli Holstein in week 1, 15 for 23, 215 yards and 4 touchdowns, 41 yards rushing, and called the dogs off. Called the dogs off. They will not call the dogs off this week against Central Michigan, who flew from friggin' San Jose back to Pitt. You can't withstand travel like that. Pitt is a 21.5-point favorite. They will win this game by 35. Travel game of the year. So we got Pitt, we got Wisconsin, and the last game is a database game. I started a database.
You say, Vinnie Verno, I always thought you were a guy that bet with a feel. I thought you used feel.
And I would say, hold the phone, moron. Vinnie Verno does whatever it takes to win. So I started a database. And this is my very first database game. Marshall is an 8.5-point favorite against Missouri State. Marshall got stomped by Georgia in week 1. No harm, no foul. People get stomped by Georgia. Meanwhile, Missouri State had their problems at USC, as you may know. And I told you, I started a database. I punched in all the numbers. According to my database, if you give up 73 points and lose by 60, you suck! That's the database game of the year! Marshall minus 8.5. They gave up 70. What, did they improve? They give up 50? Wisconsin, Pitt, Marshall. We are Marshall. Wisconsin, Pitt, Marshall. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. I'm Vinnie Verno, and you're welcome.